So the Miata's up on jack stands again, but probably for what's gonna be my most favorite mod of them all. If we go inside, you can see a third pedal, which is nice. And if we go over here, the 5-speed has breached containment of the not working 90-inch TV. The biggest struggle I had so far is getting this goddamn exhaust out. As you see, the cat backs out. They came out fine because I had it off last year. Surprisingly, all the head bolts for the old manifold came out just fine, but the small nuts that go on the flange, a lot of them didn't want to go. One of them came off just fine under the car, another one got stuck, and one of them stripped, so I'm gonna have to find new hardware for that. But we have a giant tube sticking out through the engine bay, so I'm gonna have to pull that out from the bottom. And a Miata catalytic converter, $1 billion. So when we're doing the exhaust, the cat back, I bent the flange, so I'm gonna try to bend that back now in the vise. There's a little wobble in it, but I didn't, when it was bent before, I didn't notice any exhaust leaks, so it's fine. These are all like hand loose. What is this? No wonder this oil pan's leaking. Not tight. Oh shit! Need a bigger pan. Little bit of sludge. Not much. So the transmission fluid doesn't look too hot. It still has signs of red in it, but it's like far from being great. I'm gonna be honest, this is better than a lot of trans fluids, so they just kind of dark and murky. I don't like that. I got the automatic shifter out. We got one casualty, but that's fine. All that bolts in here now is just like a seal, which if I really need to worry about it, I could probably put a little bit of silicone or something there. It's not there's nothing that mounts there. Okay. These PPF bolts are a pain in the ass. GoPro, I own stock in your company. Why is my camera turning off when it has 46% battery? Anyways, these PPF bolts are a pain in the ass if they're 30 years old and have never been out before, as you see by the amount of rust. Borderline rust welding themselves together. And these are also a pain in the ass to get out. You gotta hit them with hammer and hit them hard because they're splined and there's junk in them. No good. What's left to do? I'm on my phone. I don't want to get under there with my phone. Dipstick tube, starter, and pull the transmission. I win. How long until my camera turns off because it's low on battery? When are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? 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 Alright, so parts. What did I buy? I bought an XZD clutch kit. What is this? This is a Luckmaster cylinder, XZD slave cylinder. I think the white boxes are bearings. This side, rear main seal, flex line. Yeah, this is the cup. Now, I got an XZD clutch kit because the XZD clutch kits are really good, but I made sure to pair them with only the absolutely finest flywheel money can buy. So this is a 10-pound, probably is actually 11-pound flywheel, so this thing is light as anything compared to that. I think Google AI said that that's like 30 pounds filled with fluid, which it's still filled with fluid, and I believe it. That that feels like 10 pounds. If I crawl under the car, I see like literally zero sign of rear main seal leak, and it looks pretty much brand new. And I'm in a bit of a predicament right now because I don't want to replace the rear main seal. As for the wiring, there's the black and red and the black and blue. That's the neutral safety switch. And I've had a hard time coming by what the hell the reverse lights are, because like those two are the neutral safety switch, and then there's 4 more sets of wires. All right, so I made a jumper cable. Just gonna bridge a circuit and make it so the car thinks it's in neutral at all times, which will just let the car be able to start. So I'm gonna put some tape over that to hold it in place, but this is, I guess, just one of the things that I know if my car doesn't start for no reason whatsoever, these probably came undone, but I imagine it'll be fine. As for the reverse lights, I think it might be those 2 yellow ones, because just like the neutral safety switch, well, maybe not exactly like the neutral safety switch, but there's just 2 wires that like once the circuit is like connected, it just opens and the reverse lights turn on. I could build another jumper wire and just plug them in. The problem is my starter is somewhere where I don't know if it'll arc or not, and there's nothing exactly for it to bolt onto, so yeah. Yeah, instructions, whatever. Throw it bearing time. Fancy. Now apparently what everybody says to use is to use Molly grease. I bought this for $14 at Canadian Tire. Canadian Tire, no Canadian tire manufacturers. It's just supposed to go in a grease gun, but I'm putting it on my fingers. This is for like tractors and construction and shit, but put it in the transmission of a Miata. Should have lather up everywhere where there isn't paint. Pilot bearing installed in the finest flywheel money can buy. I hope I didn't scratch the paint on the back. Oh no! I cannot let the finest flywheel money can buy fall. A dab of thread locker on the flywheel bolts. You have to snip the end of these, goddammit. It went all over the floor. 71 to 75 foot-pounds. I'm gonna do 73. Brake clean smell, my favorite. Shit ton of brake clean later. Okay, these will be 18 foot-pounds of torque. I have to just be, I gotta be seeing shit. Yeah, I don't know. The fingers on that are fine. They look flat to me. They straightened out. Also, this goddamn clutch is not aligned because this plastic tool, it flexes. It's no good. XD, why? Okay, so the transmission is in and everything is good. Hypothetically, this should now start and drive. I didn't like doing a time skip. It's just I sunk so many hours into this and I just want to get it going. I just want to get it done. It's been nice outside and I wanted to drive my car. It is currently not nice outside. It would be nice if this thing will start, run, and drive. Hypothetically, it should do that. So it does not start and drive. Plug the battery back in. I got my keys. For some reason, the pressure light pins, and then I go turn the key and nothing happens. I turn the key off, and it starts flickering. Yes, it runs. It wasn't something stupid like a computer not being plugged in, this not being plugged in, that not being plugged in. It was a goddamn ground on the PPF that broke off. I don't know why, but it runs. All the gears work, everything works. It's good. So the car is done. It's drivable. I drove it. My fix for the EGR tube, it popped off on my first drive. So my new my manifold I bought came with a block off. So I'm just gonna put that in until I can get a new tube. Throttle body missing. So the Miata, about 30 minutes into driving, developed a weird idle, which I believe is the idle air control valve, because I had that tube right there off for like a week, so I think some shit got into it. And this is cleaned. Yeah, so I think it's this. This was very bad. Like the water jackets and all that were full of gunk, and it in the air thing, it looked like it had sawdust in it, which is not good. So I cleaned that out with carb cleaner and compressed air. So I'm gonna put this back together, and I hope this fixes it. Also, I want to point out, GoPro, I don't know what in what world 30% is low battery, but anyways, these are what held the IAC on. These are Phillips head. Mazda, why'd you do this? Mazda 30 years ago, why'd you do this? I'm glad to say that the swap is done. It's really fun. I think it was worth it. It wasn't that hard. The hardest part for me, honestly, was just getting it started and, like, you know, getting this on jack stand and taking the exhaust off. And then after that, it just went smooth sailing and do all that. If your car has like a lick of rust underneath, like at all, the biggest pain is going to be the PPF bolts, but everything else was completely fine. Surprisingly, the exhaust was easier than I expected it to be. I do have the 9-ball shifter on this thing. Now, originally this thing did not have a shift bushing in it, so like second to third was a conscious effort to not go into fifth, but now it's just a push over to the side, and we're good. I still need to cut the auto pedals, so sometimes when I press the clutch, I either hit the dead pedal or grab a full foot of fucking brake. I found the ball of your foot on the dead center is perfect spot. My foot does hit that a little bit, but it's better than hit the brake and go blue. The next video, I hope, comes out soon. I gotta deal with this wacky fitment, especially back here. Not only does it have wacky fitment, but it has camber gang. Has some extreme camber back here, so I'm gonna be dealing with both of those in the next video, which hopefully should be out too shortly after this one. I know I don't have any driving videos, but every time I go to drive it and record, it's kind of shitty. As you can see, there's rain, so it's not happening today. But there will be in the next video. Hopefully, it'll be on track. Which, yeah, it's, see ya.